Hello and welcome back to my hot stream. Hex, Shards of Fate, Ardent campaign. Elf Ranger, gonna jump in here and see what it's all about. Just came out in the new patch. I've already put in here Ardent Male Elf. Going with the name Talanis Windrunner. As you can see over here on the right, we have the talents. Call, Sting, Train Sting. That is the name of my pet. It's going to be Sting. You start off with a Bumblebee, which is pretty cool. Range Expertise, Bow and Arrow. 3 shot. 3 times you can use this in a fight. 50% chance to deal 1 damage to target opposing champion or troop. Plus 6 starting health. And dungeons can give you a 25% chance to earn a random Stardust. Background, Elf Ranger. The Ranger calls a variety of beasts to their side, sending a stampede of creatures at their enemies. Elf Rangers stalk the feral root woods with the grace and agility. They are consummate archers and tree striders. If they need a better view of the woods, they will fly on their giant bumblebee companions. Didn't realize it was giant. Okay, got starting shards there. And a ranger uses their talents to focus on health gain, sniping enemy troops that come into play, or making their pets stronger. Rangers can also summon a variety of unique beasts or mark their targets, making their ranged abilities hit more reliably. All this sounds very, very familiar to you if you've played any of the Fantasy Rangers MMOs or otherwise. At higher levels, the Ranger will be able to start battles with their pet already in play. Cool. Gain health when marked troops die, or choose to focus on buffing plants and beasts that leap out of their decks. Cool. Let's do it. What? Character must contain invalid. Okay, so my problem was space. Let's just call him Talanis. There you go. Because we can't have surnames. What is this? A fellow reveler hath arrived at Satyr's Roost. This place was not easy to find. Hath anyone offered thee libations? What is up with this language? It doesn't help that I've got a cold, but what? Oh, thou shalt forgive my rudeness. This is like Shakespeare elves. I have not offered a proper introduction. I am Amelia of the Ashwood. I shalt fetch thee a cup of pireberry wine. The name is a touch morbid, I admit, but I assure you that the liqueur is pleasantly piquant. What? A beverage would be much appreciated, Amelia. Hast thou met Balthazar? The Roost is his permanent abode, which makes him the enduring host of this soiree. Oh God, it's hard to read this awfulness. It is he who hath brought thou here. Yes, I am quite anxious to meet this satyr I've heard so much about. I have no destination. I go wherever my whims carry me. I have heard rumors that the satyr is quite wealthy. Let's go with the first one. Well then, I shall endeavor to make it so. Balthazar is typically mingling amongst his guests. That is, if he is not filling the wine decanters, organizing the appetizer trays, playing his mandolin with the minstrels. Does this satyr ever sleep? Balthazar feels he hath earned his recreation time. What? Who wrote this? He was a loyal champion for the Ardent Alliance during the worst fighting of the Underworld incursion and survived. He is making the most of his retirement. What is the Ardent Alliance? And I can respect that. Ardent Alliance. Oh my, I thought the Underworld incursion had ravaged Intreth in its entirety. But perhaps there are still groves of the feral root woods unsullied by its defilement. Fascinating. So what was I talking about? Oh yes, the Ardent Alliance. I suppose it all started with the arrival of the meteor that smashed into the planet about 2,000 years ago. We call it Hex now, and as you well know by glancing at the night sky, the meteor has become like a second moon. It smashed into the planet and then became a moon? Okay. The impact scattered hexing gems throughout Intrath, which have strange magical properties we're still trying to decipher. Of course, Hex didn't just bring the hexing gems to Intrath, it also brought the necrotic, those foul alien fiends who inhabit the corpses of fallen humans. 3 centuries ago, the necrotic organized the various enemies of humanity and invaded the surface world. The human realms could not repel the underworld invasion alone. They were already close allies of the Coyotl, but it took some impassioned diplomacy to persuade us elves to join the fight. Because of our isolationist tendencies, things became so dire that the humans even convinced the orcs to join the cause. The burgeoning coalition of surface races, now known as the Ardent Alliance, managed to push back the underworld incursion. The great primal Oberon martyred himself, transforming into a great and terrible spirit of wild magic. His sacrifice gave the Ardent the strength to force the enemies to retreat. Though the world is no longer engaged in a full-blown global war, the Ardent Alliance must remain ever vigilant. Just because the underworld is no longer rampaging through the Feral Route does not mean they aren't planning another incursion, likely more ferocious than the last. Prizzy, have you seen the cheese platter? I know I've seen it around here somewhere. Might I take my leave, dear friend, to attend the other guests? Of course. Wow. I beg of you, seek out Nerissa. When word spread of your arrival, she was most keen on meeting a ranger. She's curious. Lass, I urge you to be patient with her persistent questions. Very well, I shall thank thee for thy hospitality, Emilia. Damn, the amount of talking. Okay, Nerissa's over in this part of the woods. Let's go look on this one. Okay, interesting. Back around. Good dawning to thee, friend. Hast thou just arrived at the Roost? You have no goblet. Hath nobody offered you wine? What about food? Art thou hungry from thy travels? Hold a moment. Art thou the ranger I was told would be arriving today? What is your name? Have you met Balthazar? Where did you get those shoes? I am Tilanus. I don't know which of your questions to answer. I am Tilanus. My apologies, Tilanus. I get a bit enthusiastic when I meet someone new. Do my questions bother you? Should I stop? Well, what instruments do you play? For the last decade or two I've been a flautist, but lately I've been practicing with the mandolin. Are you a percussionist by chance? Do you think I should add a rhythm section or stay solo? Listen, Nerissa. Wow, didst thou know that the Roost has a small arena? Well, it's not that grandiose. It's basically a round wooden platform with some benches around it for spectators. Sometimes we have practice bouts for entertainment. I'd love to see what an experienced ranger like thee can do. Want to? Sure, I'll spar with thee. Wee. The first battle is with Nerissa Unleashed. Right, Nerissa Unleashed. See here. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Play revealed troops for free. Whoa. That's for 4, okay. Put the remaining cards into your deck. That's okay, so if they're not obviously troops, the rest just go back in. Still very powerful. Okay. Again, you'll notice the new design in the game for battles and the unlocking of abilities underneath your character as well. Gonna go first. Let's see what we got. We are missing a resource. That's no good. There we go. That's a lot. So I haven't looked at any of the cards for this. Let's keep the hand. It's gonna be a lot of looking at cards. Create a wild shard and put it in your hand. So it does have an ability. Skyguard Steadfast, that's strong. And some buff. Cool. Yeah, I've got my 3-shot, and I can summon Sting this turn. Or I can play this. Sylvan Performer, when you play a card with cost 5 or greater, draw a card. That's going to be a while from now. So I think I'm going to play Sting. There you go. 1-1 flight. Oh, I can still play the Sylvan Performer as well. Forgot about that. When this attacks, gains some stuff. Cool. And again. Okay. Think we'll be playing that. I do have the ability, though, to shoot. 50% chance to kill it. And that was a miss. Oh, you can do it as many times as you want. Great. Every single time I missed. Wow. That's special. Nine turns left. Okay, I got 2-2. Pretty basic vanilla. Can slap this up again. I can buff this guy and toss that onto it as well. Oh yes, she's gonna get some free, perhaps some free cards. Yes, she does. So strong. And another one. Let's see if she can play a Skyguard. No, she can't. Just for fun, let's throw out a green here. Buff him. So easy with the flyer. Obviously, probably the best choice for the Ranger, at least on the Ardent side. I haven't checked the other side. Is this just because of flight? It's just stupidly good, as always. Good now, thou art a true champion. The Roost shall be all a twitter with that display of prowess. My thanks, Nerissa. Now let's fill our wine goblets. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.